Hey there, how you doing? This is Mike Klijanowicz from Cummings and Company Realtors in Perry Hall at my Perry Hall office again. And today I wanted to do a video for you about another frequently asked question that I get from home sellers when I meet with them at their properties to talk about listing their home for sale. Um, they asked me this question: should I renovate and remodel my home, or my bathroom, or my kitchen, or whatever, or my basement? Should I do that before I list my house or not? Like, what's going to be the benefit and how much money am I going to get? So, what I do with them is I do kind of two different scenarios, with them, where I talk to them about, if you list your house the way it is right now, with everything the way it is, without updating anything, here is the price that you can probably expect to reasonably get in this current market that we're in. And you have to be careful about that because, the market's never the same. We don't have the same market right now that we had, this time last year. Homes are still, going and flying off the market at certain price points, but at other price points, they're not. They're sitting for a little bit now. So, you do have to take that into consideration whether or not you want to do upgrades because, when homes tend to sit a little bit more, and it does kind of tend to shift from a completely dominant seller's market where you can just say whatever you want, get whatever you want in 24 hours, you know, when it changes and homes sit for a little while and price adjustments are made and things aren't moving as quick as they were, new buyers start to know this too, and they start to be a little bit more picky with what they want in a home. And then the supply starts to tick up, and then the market shifts from a seller's market to a buyer's market, which is kind of what I'm starting to see it trend to. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Interest rates are very high right now. There's not as many buyers out there. So these homes that we're selling in 24 hours, there's just not people to buy them. That's one thing, and they're sitting. So buyers are starting to become a little bit more patient and know that they don't have to jump on the first thing they see and just settle for whatever. So with that in mind, you may want to consider, improving things in your house so you can get, be the best house on the market with the newest stuff in it, and also get top dollar for your house. Um, so what I do is we'll go through and give you a price for the way it is right now, and then we'll kind of talk about some strategies. If you want to sell it faster, you can price it a little bit lower, or if you don't care and you want to push it a little bit, price it a little bit higher. Maybe throw some incentives in there, for buyers or their agents too. We do agent incentives sometimes to try to get agents to push a particular property, aka pay them a little bit more commission sometimes, and that helps get the word out. But if you want to renovate your home, let's talk about that. So let's just say you want to renovate it. You want a new kitchen. You want new baths. You want to get top dollar. You're willing to deal with the repairs, whatever. You know, there's companies that are out there that will do these repairs as a general contractor. They'll do anything you want, including power washing, cleaning your gutters, fixing your roof. I mean, they'll do everything soup to nuts from A to Z on your house. And sometimes these companies too, if you find the right agent, because not all agents know who to call, but I do. So you find the right agent who can direct you to the right company. If you don't have money right now in your pocket to be able to pay several $1,000s or tens of thousands of dollars in repairs, but you have equity in your house, which means you have value in your house, and this company can see that, well, then they're willing to take the risk and they're willing to do the repairs and upgrades and renovations and everything for you at no upfront cost whatsoever. And then what they do is they will attach what's called a lien to your property once all the repairs are completed, so that they will get paid at some point, Usually, when the house sells, they'll get paid. If not, and the house doesn't sell, you're still going to have that lien that you're going to have to repay. So it is something to think about, you know, in the event you decide to change your mind and say, we're not going to sell the house now, we just want to live here. Well, then you're going to have to work out how to pay that contractor back because they're not just going to let it sit there forever. But they can talk to you about that and how that works. And every once in a while, it happens like that where somebody gets so many repairs done to their house and they say, you know what, I actually love my house again and I don't want to move now. So, and that's okay. You know, things happen. People change their mind, change their decisions, and things like that. So make sure you have an agent who's flexible with you that in the event that happens, they'll work something out with you. You know, because I've heard horror stories, like absolute horror stories of agents who come in and meet with you and they force you to give them like $1,500 or $2,500 up front at the time of the listing paperwork being signed to basically hold as money for their marketing expenses, and that's crazy. Anybody doing that, it's crazy. You shouldn't have to charge that money up front. You know, I mean, it's not that expensive to get a professional photographer and put a sign in the ground and do some internet marketing and some video marketing if you know what you're doing. You know, even if you had to hire people, it's not that much money. But see, they do that as a tactic, you know, and as a seller, you don't think about this, but they do it to get you roped in to the transaction so that if you change your mind or 3 months in, they're not getting any traffic on your house. And you're like, I want to fire my agent. You're like, well, I'm not going to fire him because I paid him $2,500 already. You see, so they get you. You know, they get you hooked in. So be aware, you know, of the bait and switch and all that. Like it's out there, man. There's people that do this stuff on a regular basis. But anyway, you know, I'm happy to talk to you about your house. If you're interested in selling, you know, let's have a conversation. Let's have a cup of coffee. You know, let's have me come over and walk through your house with you, give you an honest professional opinion on what I think we could sell it for in its current condition, and then we'll talk about if you updated, you know, XYZ, well, then this is what I think you could get for your house in today's market. And we'll look at the comps, we'll look at everything, and all this is completely free of charge to you, no pressure, no forcing you to use me or anything like that. In fact, I don't even bring the listing agreement with me when we meet. So I'm a no pressure, no nonsense kind of guy. So if that's what sounds good to you, then give me a call, 410-236-3331, and I'd be happy to meet with you at a convenient time for you around your schedule. Bye.